I am in a wooded area which is known as Ketts Park, which is to the north, south east of Norwich, at a place called Wymondham. The name Kett comes from Robert Kett and his brother William, who were nobles who were involved in something called Kett's Rebellion. I believe it took place in 1549, and it was something to do with Land Closure Act. It's a ringwork that I'm at the moment. Obviously there's a lot of trees and stuff around, so it might not be easy to see. There are massive, substantial earthworks. So anyway, there was something called the Land Closure Act that came in, which basically meant that, common land was closed so that certain rich landowners could use it for their own means, etc. A lot of sheep, I think, might have been involved. As you can see how high up it is, down past that big tree there. Yeah, so they started a rebellion. I believe they raised quite a few men. Most of them would have been peasants. Obviously there would have been some soldiers, but most of them would have been peasants with farming tools, farming implements, up against a proper army of soldiers or a militia. And I think they won quite a successful little campaign to start with, and then it kind of fizzled out, as a lot of those things do. And Robert, I believe, was taken to London, where he was hanged. You can see the ditch down there and how substantial it is. Yeah, Robert was hanged in London, and his brother William, I think he was hanged from the abbey here in Wymondham, and that was the end of the rebellion. But I think there were a lot of others that were caught up in it, and I think they were sent, either some of them were executed. You can see the substantial earthworks. I'm talking about this and something else at the same time. Yeah, Judge Jeffreys and the Bloody Assizes, as they were known as. Some people were executed and others were transported to either Australia or America, as the thing was in them days. Again, more substantial, pretty substantial earthworks. I mean, this is pretty much just going over to a woodland park by the look of it, rather than sort of being maintained in any great way. Could walk down in the moat. That's overgrown over that bit. I'll come around this way, I think. Can't go through that way. Was going to wear shorts today. I'm glad I didn't, because I had to come into this wood. I wasn't sure whether it would be overgrown, but there are nettles and brambles. Clearly people use this for other things. I'd like to use the word nefarious means, but this is an absolutely massive set of earthworks and a massive area all the way around it. Yeah, there is an oak tree near here called Kett's Oak. I think this is like the entrance way. There is a barbed wire fence up there, but yeah, there's an oak tree that you can go and see. It's called Kett's Oak. Heavily overgrown down there. Obviously a water source or something maybe there. Let's go down in the ditch and just see if we can... I mean, this is quite a... On this side, I think this is quite a sort of... a little bit shallower this side, but some of the other earthworks are quite substantial, as you can see. Yeah, there is an oak tree called Kett's Oak, which must be well over 500 years old. It still stands, and it's the oak tree where they met for the rebellion. Let's climb over this tree. A ringwork, for those that don't know, is a Norman fortification, or at least it came with the Normans in 1066. I mean, they're famous for their Moot and Baileys, but they also built something called a ring and bailey, a ringwork and bailey. Moot and Baileys were quite prevalent. You had a lot of ringworks as well, but you also had the ringwork and bailey. Similar to the Moot and Bailey, is you just have a ringwork with the bailey. Let's see if we can get up here. People have obviously been using this regularly. Ooh. Oh, there's a barbed wire fence. This is my only little castle visit today. I've went and seen the oak tree. I'm off to see a lodge up the road near Brandon, Warren Lodge. I might go to the Anglo-Saxon village at West Stowe. I think it's remains of an abbey in Wymondham. I might have a little look at that as well. But there you go. As you can see, that is, if it's easy to see on the camera through the trees, but that is a substantial site. That's the ringwork at Wymondham.